Still we are in the basic Java and all that. So keep on doing. If you go on doing, you get habitat here. For initially, everyone, I don't say first class itself will get 100% subject. Going on, if you go on practicing, you can get confidence on your own. That's very important. Okay, guys. Yesterday, we have been discussing about conditional statements. In that, I just discussed about if condition, nested if or else if also. We'll see how to implement them in Selenium classes again. But remember, conditional statements are always useful when you want to verify your test cases. 100%. We don't write a simple, see, manual testing. What you're writing in manual testing here in Primus Bank, if you take Primus Bank, especially for login test case, what you're writing, enter username, enter password, click login button. You're saying expected also. What you're saying expected, system should be displayed with welcome to admin page. Am I right? Manually. Same thing we need to validate in Selenium also. But to validate that, we are going to use conditional statements. It can be true or it can be false. Got it? It can be true or it can be false. So to validate that, to validate your test cases in your WebDriver, in any web application, conditional statements are very, sometimes we use single conditions, sometimes we use multiple conditions. According to the situation, we go on implementing them. And excuse me, there is one more statement called switch statement. And today I'll forward all these documents to all of you guys. What I've discussed so far, please go refer them. Okay, critically you can study them. Switch statement. It is not recommended, but I can say switch statement is alternate to if conditions here. If conditions, we are checking conditions true or false. But switch statement, we don't go with any conditions. During switch statement, we check with the different cases. For example, assume that you are testing one test case on different browsers. Assume that you want to execute your test case on different browsers like Chrome, Firefox, Internet Explorer, Safari, Opera, etc. Assume that you want to run in different browsers. So what I want to tell to my Selenium, to which browser value it matches, it should go on executing. It can match to Chrome, or it can match to Firefox, or it can match to Safari, or it can match to Opera. Chrome, Firefox, IE, Safari, Opera, names, we are giving names, look at that names. These names are fixed, am I right? They don't change. They're constant, they don't change. There's no point of change. We can't change Chrome to other name, right? Chrome, we say only Chrome. So that means whenever we have reserved keywords, in that case, better to go for switch. Of course, we can go with if condition also, but alternate, you may or you may not use it, no problem. But switch statement, using switch, we can validate even any data type here, integer type, string type, character type, boolean type, etc., etc., etc. But here, we need to follow some rules for switch statement. Every statement will have a cases, different, we write different cases. Every case should end with a colon. Every case should end with a colon. And every case will have a break statement, In if condition, we are opening braces, closing braces, right? Here we are using break statement. What is that break statement means? To come out of that case, to exit that case. When data is not matching with the different cases, then default should execute. Default. There what is executing, else part is executing. So these basic things we have to remember. Syntax should be like this. Switch, define your expression, open your braces, write your case, case 1, colon, write your statement, and then to come out of it, we say break statement. Like that, we can define number of cases. How many cases you want, you can go on defining all that cases. Case 1, case 2, case 3, vagara. We go on defining number of cases. In all the above cases not matching, what should execute? default should execute. Default, write your statement. And for default, without break also no problem. Without using break or without break also not an issue there. So here, we are not defining any conditions here. We are not defining any of the conditions, right? We are checking with the different cases. If first case is not matching, this is case 2, this is case 3, this is case 4. We define 4 cases here. First, it will check with the first case. If it is not matching, then it go to second case. Then if it is not matching, third case, fourth case. If all cases are not matching, what will execute? Default execute. Default means coming out of that switch. Okay. Let's see one example how we use switch statement. For example, I just want to verify courses available in QH. Course. The names of the course. The names of the course are constant. They don't change, right? They're constant. They don't change. I just want to verify to which course it is matching. How? See, how to create Java class, all of you know, I think, right? Just click on this new class directly, or number of ways we have. Select your project, or right click on SRC. Lot of options we have. Okay, right click on SRC, new class. You can change your 20. Okay, keep on changing package name. For everyday class, change that package name, not problem. So here I can say switch underscore statement. Remember, you can define any class name here, no problem. You know all of your rules, what rules we follow, right? And then select your main method, click on finish button. Automatically, it will be creating one more package, that August 20. Before we have August 18, now we have August 20. So it will be easy to understand what we have been doing, right? Which course you want to verify in cases, you store that into one variable. The course which you want to verify in my QH, you store that into one variable, say string. Course is string type one, right? COURS course. Remember, string, S should be capital. I told you, string is not a data type. String is a predefined class. Course is equal to, for example, I'm saying manual. This is my course. And I want to check this manual course in my different cases. Okay, how to define them? Switch, open your parenthesis, close parenthesis. Which one you want to verify? Course, right? Course is holding, that variable is holding that value. Open your braces. Now we have to define cases. Case, don't say 1, 2, 3. For understanding, I say case 1, case 2, case 3. Okay, case, define your case. My first case is manual. End with colon. Every case should end with a colon. Okay, write your statement. Sys out. We can say your message here. Course is available, colon. You can say, if you want to print that course, we can print it for your understanding. Course is available. Okay, first case. And to come out of that case, what we should use? Break statement. Like that. How many cases you have? You can store different cases. Second case, Selenium. Next, third case, Java. Data science. So and so. These are my courses. Okay. And finally, I want to come out. How do you come out? Default. Default, colon. Default is also a keyword here. Default. You write your message. Sys out. We can say course Course not. Course is not available. If you want, print that course to understand where it is stored. It's stored into course object. Okay. For this, no need of using break statement. Now, when I run this, when I execute this, which course executes here? Which case will execute? First one or second one or third one or fourth one? Here we have 4 cases here. You should go and check this course, which is stored in course variable with the different cases now. Which case will execute? First one or second one or third one or fourth one or default?
Case 1.
Default.
No, sir. Case 1.
Case 1. First case, right? Let's see. Let us see. Course not available. Manual. Why?
We have given manual in capital case 1.
So remember all of you, switch statements looks for case sensitive.
Case sensitive.
Case sensitive, 100%. And now the fellows see who are searching in website. How do you know everybody will write in a capital or small here? We don't know. Some fellows will write small letters, some fellows will write capital. So I want to avoid that case sensitiveness. So we have some string functions. I want to convert this manual, whatever course you're storing here, I want to convert this course into capitals and should go on checking them. Not me, Java. What Java has to do now? Before checking cases, before checking these cases, it should convert the course, whatever course you provided in course variable, it has to convert that into upper cases and verify it. Let fellow type in small or capital, no issue. Right? So for that, we use a function. Let us convert that course. That course is holding that text, right? Dot to uppercase. Dot to uppercase. So what uppercase will do now here? Uppercase will convert small letters into capital letters in our language. If you say, it will convert these small letters into capital. But remember, it looks for exact length, spelling exact length. That is very important. That's what break switch statements looks for reserved keyword. There should not be any spelling mistakes in reserved keyword. Now, if I run 100%, I think first case will be executing. Course is available, manual. Some fellows are asking, sir, what happens if I give M capital? Not a issue. Not a issue. It's converting complete small letters into capital letters. Some fellows asking, what happens if you give capital? Good. If you give capital, capital means no problem because it's going to match with the capitals. But practically, some fellows will give some as capital, some as small. So in that, to overcome that cases, we're using this uppercase. So to uppercase is a string function which will convert lowercase into upper cases. Suppose if I'm defining .NET, if I define .NET, what will happen? What is executing here? Default. Why? What Java is doing? It is going on checking in all the cases. It's not matching to any of the case. That's what is executed here. Default got executed. So that is what I'm saying. Switch case is not mandatory. It is alternate to if condition. So when you have like fixed keywords like this, when you have fixed keywords or reserved words, then go with switch statement, no problem. Okay, that's a difference between if condition and switch statement. Do you understand, all of you guys? Is it clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
All of you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Next we are going with looping statements. All of you know why do we go with looping statements? Why we go with looping statements? Excuse me. Looping statements are very useful whenever you want to execute your block of code for multiple iterations, right? Whenever you want to execute your block of code for multiple iterations, then looping statements will come into picturation. Any block of code you want to check for more than one time, we can take help of looping statements. And here in Java, there are 4 types. One is called for loop. Number 2 is called while loop. Number 3 is called do while. Number 4 is called for each loop or enhanced loop also we call. For each loop or enhanced loop. For loop. What is for loop? For loop is nothing but executing your block of statement for defined number of times until your given condition is satisfied, right? Executing, you want to run that many iterations, that many cycles. Iteration means numbers only, right? So when you want to execute more than one iteration, so no restriction of using for loop here. So how to write for loop syntax for initialization, then define condition, increment. One second. Okay, increment, incrementer. Yesterday class we discussed about increment or decrement, right? So initialization, what is meant by initialization here? Starting from where you want to start is called initialization. And write your statement and close your braces. So any code, any block of code, if you want to execute for defined number of times, then go with for loop. Say for example, yes, Jeshwal, this is first class for you. Yes, Jeshwal, nothing has happened.
Yes, sir. This is, yeah.
We'll share that videos here, Jeshwal.
Okay, sir.
Initially basic class, what
Okay.
happened, just we'll share that. If you have any doubt, you can communicate me. Don't worry, I'll help you out. Okay. If anything
Okay,
you
sir.
want, I will help you out in that
Sure,
aspects.
sir.
Don't worry. Okay.
Okay. Sure, sir. Thank you.
Right. See, for example, I want to print my name for 5 times here. I just want print my name for 5 times. How do you print? For loop, main method, finish of it. I just want print my name for 5 times. For remember in Java, yesterday only I told you, Java allows what type of declaration here? Anybody? What type of declaration Java allows?
Explicit declarations.
Explicit declaration. So that what to do for explicit declaration? What I told yesterday?
Data type, variable name.
Exactly. So first we have defined it. Looping is nothing, always integer type only. Int some variable I is equal to initialization. From where you want to start? I want to start from 1. Semicolons. Condition. What that condition? I less than or equal to 5 times. Yesterday, comparison operators. Incrementation. How many times you want to increase I value? I want to increase 1 time. I plus plus. So just I want print my name for 5 times. This out. Just I want print my name plus I time. So it will execute this block of code for 5 times. This will execute this block of code for 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I is increased with 1 only, right? 1 plus 1, 2, 2 plus 1, 3, 3 plus 1, 4, 4 plus 1, 5. And then it comes out of the condition because we gave less than or equal to 5. Suppose I want to increment I value with more than 1 time. I'm writing in the same code. How to increment? I'm blocking. I'm bordering for your understanding. I want to increment I value for more than 1 time. Don't write within the loop. Come out of the loop and write. I plus is equal to, say for example, 2 times. Any one of you tell me. First, it will print first value is 1. First, 1 plus 2. First iteration is 1. It will print first time 1. Next, we're incrementing I with 2 times, right? So 1 plus 2, 3.
So 3.
3. 3 plus 2,
5.
5.
How many times to execute?
3
5
times.
3 times. 3 times
So
only.
3 times.
Here we are incrementing I with 1 time here, 1 plus plus. Here we are saying plus is equal to 2, addition. We're adding 2 times. So every second iteration will go on skipping. See, addition, it's going to happen addition with 1, 3, 5. Why 1? Initialization is 1, starting 1. 1 plus 2, how much? 3. 3 plus 2, 5. The condition satisfied comes out of it. Do you understand, all of you? I'm showing you how to increment your loop, how to decrement the loop. I want decrement. Decrement means reverse. I is equal to 5. Condition will change. I greater than or equal to 1. I minus minus. First it will print 5. 5 minus 1, 4. 4 minus 1, 3. 3 minus 1, 2. 2 minus 1, 1. It comes out of it. Reverse, it will print reverse. Decrementation print reverse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I want decrement more than 1 time. I just want decrement more than 1 time. What you can say here? I minus is equal to, say for example, 3. I'm giving 3. First it will print 1 here. 5. 5 minus 3?
2.
2. 2 minus 3?
Minus 1.
Minus 1.
Minus 1.
No other option. It comes out of it, right?
Yes.
It's as per the condition. How many times it will execute here? I think it will execute only for
2 times.
2 times.
2 times.
5 times and 5th iteration starting. 5 minus 3, 2. 2 minus 5 minus, next value, no value. So it comes out of it. See, we can increment the loop, we can decrement the loop here according to your business point of view. Looping statement, no restriction. We can use wherever you require. There is no restriction using in looping statement. Any program, there's no, if you go WebDriver, without looping, there is no program at all. Right? That is called for loop. What is while loop? Anybody?
It checks the condition and then it executes set of statements.
Okay. While statement, see here. First, it will validate your condition. If the condition is true, inside the loop will execute. It will go inside the loop and execute. When condition false, it comes out of the loop. Ante for loop, fixed time we can go. While loop means first verify my condition, then only inside the loop should be executed. How long it should be executed? When condition becomes false, then it should come out of it. Okay, how it is possible? Syntax, how do you give syntax here? Initialization, starting value, then while condition, open your braces, write your statement, and then compulsory we have to define increment or decrement. That's a drawback we have in both while loop and do while. If anyone asking what drawback means, if you don't define increment or decrement, it goes on executing for indefinite number of times. The initialized value will go on executing for indefinite number of times. So compulsory we have to define increment or decrement. I'll show one example that also. Whereas while loop, do while. What the difference between while and do while? Most of the interviews will ask you. Do while, first statement will execute. It won't go with condition. First your statement will execute with irrespect of your condition. Repeat again. While statement, condition will verify first. Whereas do while, it won't go with condition. It will execute the statement first with irrespect of your condition. Then it will validate your condition. If condition is true, inside the loop will execute. When condition becomes false, it comes out of it. See, again, initialization, don't confuse your initialization means what? Starting value. From where you want start is called initialization. Okay, do. Open your braces. Write your statement. And here also, we have to define compulsory increment or decrement. And then close your braces. Now define condition. While condition. See that difference between that and this. Here we are defining condition beginning of the code. Here we are defining condition end of that statement. So we are asking, run this statement first. Don't bother about condition. Whether condition is true or false, run my statement first. After executing the statement with irrespect of your condition, then only go to your condition. If this condition is true, again it comes inside the loop. Please mute your mic. Again it comes inside the loop and execute. When the condition becomes false, then it comes out of it. But what is happening here in while condition here? First, it will verify the condition. If this condition is true, inside the statement will execute. When the condition becomes false, then it comes out of it. Okay, how to implement this? For example, I want to print even numbers from 1 to 20 using while loop. I want to print while underscore condition. I want to print even numbers from 1 to 20. Print even numbers from 1 to 20. Using while statement. Even numbers. Starting value, initialization value. What that we have to start? Int I is equal to, we need to start with 0. Yes or no? Start with 0. Initialization 0. Condition. What that condition? While I less than or equal to 20. Then print that. Print of I. See, if I don't define increment or decrement, observe all of you guys. This initialized value, it goes on executing for indefinite number of times. Indefinite number of times. Look at that. So that going on. Still going on until you stop. Until you stop your server, it goes on. That is a drawback we have in both while and do while. Okay, so if you stop only, it will stop execution. You have to click that icon, red color icon. That's what. How many times how many times you want to increment I value now? Anybody? I want print even numbers.
2 times.
2 times means I plus is
Plus
equal to 2.
2.
Why? Because even numbers 0 first. 0 plus 2 2 2 plus 2 4 4 plus 2 6 6 plus 2, like that. It goes on incrementing. I value will go on increasing with 2 times. Initially it will print 0. 0 plus 2 how much? 2 only. Yes or no? So next iteration 2 2 plus 2 4 4 plus 2 6, like that. It goes on executing and it retrieves only even numbers from 0 to 20. 0 2 4 6 8, all these are even numbers or not? From 0 to 20. Suppose I want to print odd numbers using while, do while. Odd numbers. Odd numbers. Print odd numbers from 1 to 20 using while statement, do while. Compulsory initialization is required. From where you need to start command, anybody? Integer I is equal to, with what we need to start? With what value we need to start here? 0 or 1 or 2? Huh?
1, sir.
1, because odd numbers. 1. Do. Open your braces. Write your statement here also. Print of I. And here condition while, for that condition I less than or equal to 20. And even here also, if I don't define increment or decrement, look at that. This initialized value will go on executing for indefinite number of times. Look at that. Going on. Look here, execution is going on. Indefinite number of times. It won't stop. That's a drawback we have in both while and do while. Compulsory we have to increment or decrement. Until you stop your server, it goes on executing. Okay? With how many times we want to increment I value here? I is equal to I plus is equal to how many times? 2 times. Why 2 times? First it will print 1 here. 1 plus 2? 3. 3 plus 2? 5. 5 plus 2. So that we are able to retrieve. We are able to retrieve only odd numbers from 1 to 20. Look at that. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. All these are odd numbers which are executing from 1 to 20. So like that. So while condition, do while condition, looping, especially looping statements, there is no restrictions using looping statements. Anywhere you want, you can apply them. But I don't know how many of you have awareness in some basic idea about arrays. Do you have any basic idea about arrays? What is array? Generally, array is collection, right? We can store collection of values of same data type is called array. It's a special type of variable in Java where it can store series of values or multiple values of same data type as a collection. Collection wise, we are going with array generally 100%. That's what I want to explain about for each loop. For that purpose, I'm just telling you. Arrays are 0 based. All of you know that, I think. 0 means what? First value. When you store into array collection some values into array, it will be starting from 0. Index number start from 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. etc. 0 means first value. Here, what is my advice to all of you? Whenever anything stored in array, array means collection. Array, remember always, array means collection, simply. Instead of going with for loop, go with for each loop. Instead of going with for loop, go with for each loop. For each loop is useful whenever you want to get collection of values from array variable. When you want to retrieve each and every value from that collection variable or array variable. For loop, what is that for loop here? For integer I is equal to incrementation decra, we are doing nonsense, don't want. Anything stored in array, always go with for each loop. So for each loop, it returns each value from where? From array collection. Anything stored in array, go with each loop so that we can collect the values, collection of values from that, each and every value from that collection. Okay. So, but what is the syntax for this? What is the syntax for this? For data type, first we have defined data type, and each position, to store each position, we can define one variable, position variable, to store every position of that collection, variable, colon, and define your array variable collection. In which variable you are storing array, define that array variable. Open your braces, write your statement. See how simple it is. No integer I is equal to 0. No iterations here. No question of iterations. So what is this data type? Whatever values you are storing in a array variable. Suppose if array variable is holding integer type, then data type will be integer here. If array variable is holding string type, then your data type will be string. So it all depends upon this array variable collection. What type of data you are storing in array variable, you should define the same data type here. And what this variable is holding means, all of you remember, simple. Suppose this array variable is holding some collection 1 to 20 values. Assume that 1 to 20, it's storing 1 to 20. Each and every position, 0 to 19 position will be stored into this variable. Every position of this collection. So it's easy to retrieve that position value. In that situation, I am requesting all of you to go with for each loop, anything stored in array variable. For example, let me show one example. Again, I'll discuss in array concept, but remember this is very important. For each loop, select your main method, finish off it. Suppose, say for example, I want to store my weekdays into array variable. Weekdays. Store weekdays into array variable in single dimension. Weekdays. Weekdays. What is it? Weekdays? Is it string type or integer type?
String type.
String type. So we have defined our data type as string, some variable, weekdays, variable, array variable. Weekdays is array variable, remember. Single square bracket. We have to open with single square bracket. Now store your collection in flower braces. In flower braces, you keep on storing your collection now. Remember, here is string type. Remember, based on that we have to store. I can store one by one. Monday, comma, Tuesday, comma. Because we are using double quotation. Why we are using double quotation? Because we are using string type there. Tuesday, comma, Wednesday, comma, Thursday. Like that, we can store all string type data. Same data type, Saturday, comma, Sunday. This is my collection. Where they're stored? Collection. The collection has been stored into one array variable called weekdays. So Monday will have index number. What is the index number of Monday? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So this how by default array will define unique index number for each and every value that is stored in array collection. Excuse me. Now, what is our requirement here? This is our collection here. From this collection, I want to print one by one value. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. One by one with single dimension. I want to print, I want to retrieve one by one value. No, sir. I want to print only Sunday from this collection. This is collection now. I just want to print only Sunday. How do you print that Sunday? Instead of printing each and every, I want to print only Sunday. How do you print that Sunday? Weekdays. Directly define weekdays. Define the index number. Index number of Sunday is what?
6.
Am I right? So, if you want to print any specific value, specific position from array collection, you can directly define array variable along with index number, so that it can retrieve that specific position, whatever value that is stored in that position 6, it retrieve that value. No. I want to print from Monday to Sunday. One by one value means compulsory we have to go with either looping, either for loop or for each loop. But here I'm asking to go with for each loop better. So what is the syntax for that? For any one of you tell me what data type I should define here?
String.
Why? Why string? Why you're defining data type as string?
Because variable is a
array variable stores string values.
Yes. So your array variable is holding string type data. Based on this data type you have defined. So our data type should be what? String. And store every position in that collection into one variable. Say for example each. Anything. Each, x, y, z, anything. For my understanding, I'm defining each. What is each variable? What is each variable? Each variable is holding each and every position in that array collection weekdays. Now what do you want to print? Anybody? What do you want to print from that? You want print each or you want print weekdays? Think about it.
Weekdays.
Somebody says each. Each are weekdays. I repeat again. Don't confuse. What is my requirement from this? This is my collection here. This is my collection. This is stored into one array variable. Weekdays. From that collection, I want to retrieve one by one value, every position, each and every position from this collection. I don't want print collection. I want to print that collection position values, one by one position value. Now tell me, in which variable positions are stored? Array positions? Huh? Each variable, not weekdays. Do you understand, all of you guys? We want to print every position. We want to print every position of that collection. We don't want to print collection. Collection is collection. We don't want to print that collection. From that collection, I want to retrieve one by one value. So that positions are stored into each variable. 0 is stored into each, 1 is stored into each, 1 is 2 is stored, so and so. Whatever the values, every position will be stored into each variable. Don't say weekdays. If you say weekdays, see that what will happen? Print it, no problem. Check it out. What it's going to print for you? Check it out. Sunday, okay, that's specific. See, you want this collection? No. What do you want? From that collection, I want print every position. So every position is stored, each position is stored into each variable, that is stored in each variable. Now it can retrieve Monday to Sunday, one by one value. Monday position, first position, second position, third position, fourth position, fifth position, sixth, seventh position. Starting from 0 means 0 position, first position. Sunday it will print because we are printing specific value from that collection. So like that, whenever you want retrieve, which are stored in array collection, always prefer if for loop again, for integer I is equal to 0, I less, why all this nonsense? Yes or no? Anything stored in array variable, array collection, better always go with each loop here. So don't confuse. Again, let me show one more example. Say for example, I want to store integer type here in my array variable. I want to store integer types. Come on guys. Store integer type into array variable. Come on. Store it. First store into collection. Get that collection and store it array variable.
Integer space.
Int data type should be int. Int some variable, array variable. I'm defining num. Num. What is num? Num is a array variable. Define square bracket, single square bracket is equal to open flower braces, close flower braces. Now keep on storing your only integer type. 100, 100, comma, 200, comma, 300, comma, 500, comma, 8 something, comma, okay, 79 something, comma, 700, comma, okay, 54 something. This is my collection. This is my collection. This collection stores same type of data type allows arrays allows to store only same type of data type. Okay, so now where this collection is stored? This collection is stored into one array variable num. Okay, now I want to print from 0 to last value one by one. What to do?
For each loop.
We use for each loop.
Yeah, for tell me data type.
Int.
Why int?
Already initialization of a variable array is int.
So simply you can say when I ask you why you are defining data type int, you have to say my array variable is also storing integer type of data. That's what blindly remember for each loop here. Whatever data type your array variable is holding, you define the same data type in for each loop. In for loop, we cannot go other than integer because numbers, iterations are number 1, 2, 3. No other data type we use. But here in for each loop, we have to define data type according to array collection. What data type your array variable is holding, you have to define the same data type here. Okay, na? So my data type is int. Int some variable x colon collection. Where it is stored? Where that collection stored into num variable. Now what do you want to print from that collection? You want to print x or num?
X.
What is x? Anybody? Rest of guys sleeping? No sleeping, please. What x is holding here?
X is holding the numbers which we have.
The variables, I mean the array variable values.
Array variable?
Values. Position values like 0, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, simply say x is a variable which is holding the position of this collection, each and every position. Okay, now I want to print every position value. So for that, sys out print for x. No. I want print only specific position value means no need of looping statement at that time. Yes or no? Which I shown before. Which I shown here before. When you want specific value, no need of looping. Nothing required. Directly specify your array variable and define index number of that. Which position value you wanted and give that index number so that it can retrieve that value. But here I want all values so that I'm using. So it can print from starting value 100 to whatever positions are stored in that. Suppose I want print specific position. Suppose I want print only 852.
4.
What the position of that array?
4.
Num of 4.
Yes.
0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Always start from 0 here. 0 means first value. Okay. 0 means first value. So that is the fourth position you can define. So which position value from that list you want, you define that index number along with array variable. So that it can retrieve the first value of it before we go for printing all the values. No, all values means compulsory. We have to take help of each loop statement compulsory accordingly. So like that, this is a major part in WebDriver classes. I hope all of you understood. I think all of you got it. All of you guys.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
These are very important. And now, before we enter into WebDriver classes, I would like to teach you tomorrow concept. Our concepts are methods, outright methods. Okay, what is static method? What is non-static method? How to declare variables? Any one of you tell me how many types of variables we have in Java?
3 types.
Variable types, ma? 3 types, ah?
Static and dynamic.
Number I want. How many types we have? 3, ah? 3 only, yeah? Why can't? That's what
Sir,
people.
3.
If interviewer asking you strongly 3, no, not 3. 5, no. Confidence answer. Yes, 3 variables. Local variable, non-static variable, static
In
variable.
static
Or
variable. Yes, sir.
instance also we call. Simple answer. Basic questions. They'll ask you basic questions in Java also. Be careful. That is the reason I'm discussing. Otherwise, I would have gone directly to Selenium classes. Many people you can observe. Number of institute, what they'll do, they'll directly go to Selenium classes and make you to confuse. No, I don't want that. Let us learn completely. No, if you take 5 days extra, not a problem. Okay, guys. So tomorrow our concepts are how to write methods, what is static, what is non-static, and string functions I should discuss, and arrays also, what is single dimension, what is multi-dimension, how to overcome that problems, and then I'll start WebDriver. Hoops concept I'll discuss in framework class, not now. If I discuss hoops now, you'll forget everything I know. Okay, guys. And today I'll send you all the documents what we learned so far. You can refer that documentation also, all of you guys. Okay, guys.
Okay, sir.
Right.
Thank you,
Okay,
sir.
sir.
Yeah. Bye bye. See you guys.
Thank you,
Okay,
sir.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Good
sir.
night.
Yeah. Bye bye. Bye bye.